Hello and welcome back to the channel. I want to talk to you today about the Read What You Own challenge. This is a challenge that's been on BookTube for a few years. I did it last year, but not as part of BookTube because my channel didn't exist back then. It was started originally by Criminoli, and I'll link to his channel in the video description. And the idea of the challenge is that you read a set number of books that you already own before you buy any new ones, and that's basically it. Now there are tiers that you can choose in terms of the number of books you're going to read before you buy any new books. Or this year for the first time, a total number of pages read, and that's to accommodate some of the larger books that people might want to read but might be put off because it will take them a lot longer to read if they're reading huge books and they're trying to read so many books. You can also set yourself certain caveats in terms of what you're going to do about, for example, if someone gives you a book while you're taking part in the challenge, and so on and so forth. If you go and click on the link in the description and look at Criminoli's video, he explains it far better than me. But basically there are 4 tiers. There's Platinum tier, which is 100 books or 25,000 words. A Gold tier, which is 75 books or 18,750 words. A Silver tier, which is 50 books or 12,500 words. Or Bronze tier, which is 25 books or 6,250 words. Now, last year I did the Bronze tier, because basically 100 books for me is, I read a bit more than I used to, but it's around about a year's worth of reading for me. So it would mean that all I would do for a year is read books that I already own, not buy any new ones, and probably get pretty fed up because, it takes the sort of the fun out of reading in terms of being able to go to a bookshop and buy a book, or in this case not. So I'm going to do the Bronze tier again. I'm going to do the 25 books or 6,250 words, whichever comes first within reason. I have got a couple of fairly big books that I've been meaning to read for a while, and I would like to read them, but if I go for 25 books, as I say, that might take me a bit longer to get through. Last year it took me about not quite 3 months. So it took about sort of 14-15 weeks for me to read the 25 books, and I enjoyed it. I got a lot out of it because I kind of read books that I've had on my shelf for ages and just sort of haven't read. And I've probably books there that I had when I was a teenager. So this year I'm going to do the same thing. My caveats are probably going to be, if someone gives me a book, I'm allowed to accept it, but if I read it while I'm doing the challenge, it won't count towards the 25 books. I've also got a couple of books on pre-order that look like, depending on how long things take, will arrive while I'm doing the challenge. So if that happens, the bit that I'm going to treat those as if they were books that were given to me, the same rules. So I'm not going to cancel the pre-orders, but if I read them, then they won't count towards the 25 books. I've got loads. I mean, this horrendous pile that appears in the back of my videos on the top of the filing cabinet are mostly books that I haven't read yet. There's 1 or 2 that I have read and just haven't put shelved away, or have read before and want to reread, so they're not necessarily all books I've never read. I am going to allow rereads, so if I pick up a book that I've read before and want to reread it, that's fine, that will count, as long as I don't buy it. It's one that I already own, and we'll see how we get on. I'm looking forward to it. I think technically the challenge doesn't start till the 5th of November, but what I'm going to do is start this coming weekend with the switch to GMT from British Summertime. So any books between now and Sunday, I think, Sunday morning, if I get any books between now and then, which actually there might be one coming today, they will be books that I already own. After that, the challenge starts. Books I don't know. So if a book does come today, and I need to go and check that, if a book does come today, then that will count if I read it. But if it comes after, so if it comes on Monday, for example, or it comes on Sunday, then it won't. So that's my those are my caveats really. And because Christmas probably is going to be in the middle of this, again, people buy me books for Christmas. If they buy me books for Christmas, they won't count if I read them as part of the challenge, during the challenge period anyway. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to do 25. I'm going to see where I get to. Last year I did 25, so it took me 3 months, and I kind of wanted to stop. I didn't go out on a mad book buying spree or anything. I just wanted to stop. And I've been mostly reading books that I own for the last few weeks anyway, just because I've had a lot that I've wanted to get to, and haven't been in a bookshop or been tempted in any way. So yeah, anything between now and Sunday that, as long as it arrives before Sunday, could be part of the challenge. Anything after that, I'm allowed to accept it, but it's not going to be part of the challenge. So those are my caveats. I think that's all. Fiction, non-fiction doesn't matter. It's not any particular type of book. It's any book, so long as it's somewhere in the house on my Kindle. So yeah, ebooks count. That's it. Those are my rules. Those are the rules that I'm going to stick to. If you want to take part, have a look at Criminology's video. He explains it much better, I think, than I have. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're going to take part. And if you do, good luck. And if you have been watching this video, thank you, and I'll speak to you again in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.